What gets people more excited about work? When you think about what gets people to be more engaged at work, which can be defined really as not just willing to work hard, but wanting to work hard, what gets people to feel that way? The typical answers jump up. Like if we pay our people more, they'll be more engaged. And in some situations, that works. It wasn't number one. You could think, well, we need to work on our employee-manager relationships. That will increase engagement. And in some situations, that really does, but it's not number one. You could also think, well, we need to give our people more career advancement opportunity. And in some situations, that works, but it was not number one. If you want to know the number one way to get people to engaged at work, I say you go direct to the horse's mouth. Just like Tower Watkins did, 2008, 2009, their global workforce survey, they're basically asking people, what gets you engaged at work? Number one answer is feeling that the senior management has a sincere interest in their well-being. Basically, they're saying, when I feel that the senior level shows a sincere interest in my well-being, that's the number one engager. Because most groups think they're doing a lot better than they are. If you look at the results of that global workforce survey and some of the other research, how well, on average, are you doing? In a typical workplace, only 4 out of 10 employees report that they feel that they're feeling that sincere interest in their well-being from their leadership. Basically, 43%. So that shows a huge opportunity, a huge gap, and a place where you can make a significant improvement in your engagement level. But let's now talk a little bit about how important that is. When people are engaged at work, it shows some hard ROI numbers. For instance, people who are engaged at work, on average, can be 18% more productive. That's a huge number. When they're at work, they're going to say, I'm at my creative best 59% of the time. Now, that's a huge number when you consider that people who are not engaged at work only say that 3% of the time. People who are more engaged at work are more loyal. They're going to stay longer. That's statistically significant. And then if you think about the organization, at the organizational level, when organizations have a high level of engaged employees, this is what can happen. 2 times net profit, 12% greater customer advocacy. So your people are engaged, that bleeds into the customer. They become more engaged with your organization and they're willing to advocate, tell people about the positive benefits of your organization. That's huge. And then 35% greater overall efficiency in that organization. That is gigantic numbers. So it really is a no-brainer to think, how can I become more engaged at work and how can I help other people become more engaged or excited about their work? How do you do that? All right, so the fix actually is pretty simple. Step number 1, I want you to get together with a team of people or just by yourself and think about who matters most. So if I was running a team and we're thinking about our customer, so the customer is the person in this example who matters most. So we identify, we clarify that. Then we go to step 2. How do we show a sincere interest in their well-being? And then you can brainstorm that out, list out all the ways that you feel that you are showing a sincere interest in the well-being of your customers, or if you're doing this individually, your significant other, your family, your friends. Identify, clarify. Clarity is energy in today's world. All right, step number 3 is once you get all of this, you got to prioritize it. And I suggest you prioritize it into a checkbox. Because what I want you to do is identify what you think are the top ways that you can improve how you show sincere interest in the well-being of your people. And then I want you to pick one. And once you can pick one and check that box, that creates a positive momentum. All of a sudden, your people, your customers, yourself, you start to become more engaged at work. And then we can get all those positive benefits. Thanks.